by great leaders up here. When I sat on your chair, I will tell you my journey, but when I sat on the chair, I decided, because watching all the people coming up on the stage, being broke, being paycheck to paycheck, I decided I have to do something before even I started. Are you following me? So from the chair, I said, how can I go on the top if I don't work for it, right? All I have to do was follow somebody. So I decided I'm going to be a platinum senior vice president no matter what. Then I started working from backward from there to here. I am Derick Kennedy. I have a president attached to my name. How cool is that? So today, did the leader Linda Scott treat good job?
Yeah.
She's always amazing. Please give up a big hand for her. This is my personal journey. I'm not going to talk to you guys about the products. I know Linda did all the job. We have a great of leaders. I'm just going to share with you my personal journey. Follow me. So before I do that, I have to do something personal. I talk to God before I do anything. Is it okay with you? Yes. If it's not okay with you, it's okay with me. Can I go for it? Right? Yes. I don't have a system when I talk to God. I talk to Him because He's my Father. I talk to Him my own way. Yes. Okay? Can I do this good for myself?
Yes.
Oh Father, Lord, I know today you're busy with all these people around here. I just need you only for 60 minutes. Please stand right next to me. Whether I do a mistake or good thing, I want you to be with me today. Just for 60 minutes. I'm going to borrow the God for you to myself. Is it fine? Thank you.
Amen.
Amen? Okay. 2013, I was sitting way back there. I'm going to tell the journey because my situation 2013, June 3rd was totally different before I signed up. So I'm going to talk to most of you here. I know half will say yes, half might say not agree with me. It's fine with me. I guess okay. Some will, when I ask a question, they might raise my hand. Some may not raise their hand. Some, no matter whatever question you ask, they will not raise their hand at all. I think you got it, right? Yeah. So, I'm going to talk to the set of people who are paycheck to paycheck hours. I come from a hood. The hood is something called the parenthood. How many of you know what parenthood is? I come from something called fatherhood. And we come from something called the motherhood. Whose responsibility is this? That to provide for your children. We can have babies, right? But whose responsibility? I know everyone here are smart. You have master's degree. Everybody in this room are more smarter than I am today. Look at me, I'm an immigrant. You know, the first thing when I came to this country, the challenge, I have a lot of immigrants here. The first thing when I came, put it right there, raise your hand. Wow, there we go. Hey guys, right? The first thing when I came here, the thing was, my own immigrant brothers from Asian people, they look at me as an immigrant. It's not the white, it's not African American, nobody. My own people from Asian country looks like me as an immigrant. They look at me, right? Then I had to tell myself, this is called the land of opportunity, right? Land of opportunity. It's called the land of immigrants. Are you guys with me? Yeah. So that means I am legal. Okay. So I'm going to talk to the set of people. The mother who wants to spend time with your children. I'm going to talk with the people who are paycheck to paycheck. Don't pretend you're good on Facebook.
There you go.
You post everything except your bank balance. What you ate in the morning, you fell off from your bed, I know that. Don't tell me what you ate, just post me a bank balance, I'll agree with you. Okay? Being broke on 2013, sitting there, 2 days prior to that, something happened. Before I tell you that, lions do cry. Are you following me? Yes. Lions do cry. When I finished work, You know how you have bills and no money? You feel me? And you go home and you have to change the date of your bills. You understand? You have to change the date of the bills, right? Because there's insufficient funds, sir. We make the money, I don't know where it goes though. I've never seen it, it's on the paper, but it's not in my bank account. So I go there, I'm moving it, it's what, late at 9:30, I'm still in my scrubs, I'm off phlebotomist, I'll go through that. I'm putting these bills at 11:45, I hear crying in the other room, my two little boys. One is 11 and one is 9 years old. I go to the room, I bring them up, I said, what's wrong with you? And they come, I said something in the school problem, maybe they got scared in the window, you know, like something. So I called them, they said, my younger one said, Daddy, I missed mommy. He said, we don't see you every day, and it's mommy said, our back is hurting, our knee is hurting. She's working 12-hour shift. You understand? Every single day. The overtime. 2 jobs. You know, it's 1 job for 1 person, 2 jobs for 2 people. You understand that? When he asked me, what went through me was, my oldest son is holding, can you hold the hands like this? And he said, can you please make mommy stop working? Can you do that? That was my situation. No money in the bank. A son is asking the mother who gave birth as a gift. So when I came 2013, I was sitting way back there on the 7th row, and I decided I'm going to get it done. Because the great leaders that time, those days in 2013, after the event, you have these great leaders standing up on the stage. Great leaders. I know phenomenal leaders. Some of them are here, right or die leaders in this room. I know. And I went and shook each one of them like this. There was Diamond Tishon Anderson, there's Tupac, Simon, there's Kurt. I'm shaking the hand. There's Thomas Felder there, you know the great man, right? So I'm shaking every single person's hand. Only one thing I was telling in my mind. Only one thing I was talking in my mind. I said, how lucky the children should be. Just imagine how lucky the kids can be, because the fathers have a plan B, plan A, and they also have a plan B. The kids can be safer. They're working on a legacy on the children. I said, how about me for my children? So they were standing on one side, they were standing on the row on the top. We go climb up the stairs, right? And shook hands, we have to get out on the other side. So I said, next time, when I come to the event, I'll be standing on your side, watch me. Feel me? I said, next time when I come, I will stand on the other side, and I did. But not without the help. They were the leaders. But the motivation was not the business, not the opportunity, not the money. It was the boss.
Amen.
You understand? So today I'm going to take you to a ride. It's going to be like extreme, but don't worry about the information. I'm an Indian. Back home, this is what I do. Nobody knows my story. Back home, I don't even touch a computer. I do not even buy a chicken. It comes to my house. Not by walking, but that's what I had. I had 4 servants, 5 servants. In the United States, I'm the servant. Right. If I don't wash my dishes, my wife kills me. I think the slide is a little off. So, these are the 2 little boys I'm talking about, by the way. I'm Derick Kennedy, and I used to be a phlebotomist. When I came here, my education did not work. I had to go for a plan A, get a degree at the age of when my brain was already gone. So, got the degree. Only thing I got was a student loan. That's right. That's right. They gave me a paper with a student loan. Got it, that's plan A. I've seen people getting 2 degrees with 2 loans. All the best. Right? So, when I came here on March 2006, joined Firelinks 2013, and my wife is an ICU nurse, Senior Vice President Cynthia Kennedy here. Please stand up. So I cannot be on this stage if I don't go help people. You do? Okay, what I'm going to give an information is only for you to move. Thank God you're sitting in the right place at the right time. Nobody knows this. Nobody knows this. I hope you can see this. The opportunity, there's a good news, there's a bad news. Which one do you want first? There's something called the GDP. The bad news was, I was here. This is where my country is. If you take the GDP of any country, this is where I was. This is where some of the people here, if they're immigrants, our countries here, United States is right up there. You understand?
Yes.
For me to come from here to there, I have to work hard. You understand? The good news is, you guys are already on the top. You see here? You guys are already on top. Right now, in these two situations, this is what is happening right now as we speak. Can you see this one? This was the PC industry in 1980. Technology and wealth is shifting. I want you to focus. I want you to radically focus. Pay attention for this one. You don't have to memorize it. You just have to know, so that you'll be better talking to your people, right? This generation from PC to internet to social media, can you see this?
Yes.
1980, 1990, 2000, 2010, blockchain, right? There's robotics, AI, right? We are here. The trajectory of 5 links is going to go up there.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes. Yes.
Please give it up. I'm telling you, the trajectory, you will not believe me. I know. I'm going to get into the money part. Watch.
Yes.
So here's what. So somebody said, we want to make money. It's THC free, THC high. I said, high or low, I need to pay my bills, sir.
That's right.
$5 is low, right? Okay. Anyway. So timing and positioning is, this curve here, I hope it was clear, this curve here, what you see is, it starts from 1900 to, when you come to this junction of 1930s, it took 8,000 years for people to, they were laid back and relaxed. 8,000 years to, well, whatever changes in the world happened. The next generation was 120 years, that's our great-grandfather's period. The changes happened. Are you following me?
Yes.
Then came our parents' stage, right? It took 90 years as they go to a factory, they work a job, they come, they told you to go to a good job, remember? It all was happening, there was no internet. Right? There's no internet. Did you have internet back home? I don't have from home. Till I came to the United States, I never had a computer. I never had internet. Are you guys following me?
Yes.
If I can make it, just imagine you guys have everything. Come on. So, this age, when the computer age came, now they said it takes 9 years what used to take 100 years before.
Wow. Wow.
Follow me carefully. One more time. Whatever took 100 years to change, now it's taking only 9 years.
Yes.
Crazy.
Okay? And we are on the game. A to by M to that?
Yes.
We are already on the game.
That's right.
We are here and we are inside this room. We are going to catch this time.
Yes.
You got it? We are already there. We are already here.
Yes.
All you need is an online website and an amazing product, and we do have it.
Yes.
The top of the line, the $22 billion is in our pocket.
Yes.
You got it on the top there?
Yes.
So here's what. So the evolution took from 1980s to 1970s. See, 1960s, here is what? We were like babies, right? Right here, right? Then the 1970s, like we were a little bit bigger, but the computer generation came, correct? The 1980s here, all this World Wide Web, everything came in, then you see the Uber and all the stuff, Facebook, YouTube, right?
Yes.
It was not existing in 60s. Follow me, right? From here, the 2010 is here, right? This is our generation.
Yes.
And I don't understand why some of us are still acting like babies. Sorry, for my personal, just take it. I have to say it. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to myself in a glass. The glass is the mirror I talk to every day.
Yes.
With or without you, it's going to happen. The computer company is not going to shut down because you do not know the computer.
That's right.
They ain't. The cell phone how to operate, no, they're not going to close on something new is going to come. It's already changing, right? In the next 5 years, something is going to happen. All you need is online job. They said artificial intelligence, right? the artificial intelligence is going to take over. Many people are going to lose their job, but some people are going to get the job, right? In a different job. But the education what you're giving your children may not be existing when they graduate. Are you with me?
Yes.
So, guess what? This technology, I don't know, I'm like you. I'm like babies in 1960s, 70s. I didn't have a computer, I did not have an internet, I did not have anything, right? Anything, right? So, with this one, what I did, I went and searched about what is CBD. Whether it's higher lot, 22 billion is on one side. The cannabis industry on the whole, it says it's going to be 40.6 billion. How many of you would like to have a piece of a pie?
Of course. Yes.
Guys, listen. I always say this. Money is not everything. Many is. Get it right. Money is not everything many is. Just imagine, this set of the many people, each give me $10, how much will I make? People have tried it. You go to the biblical age, right? Do you know the pyramids those days?
Yes.
Some went for the money in the same place, somebody walked preaching. You understand?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, right? So here's what. Plan A was a plan B. Good, right? Plan A was a plan B. Plan A, you have to pay the money to get an education. It's not free. You might think you might go to school, you're free. It's not. You have to keep paying for the rest of your life. Can you please help me out on this one? All the people who have a student loan, please raise your hands slowly. See? That's most of the rooms have a student loan. How come you can't pay it off, right? Yeah. If you go work for somebody, who becomes rich? Pardon me? Then you know that answer, right? It's your talent, it's your education, it's your student loan. You all have the master's degree and you're working for somebody. I said, somebody told me, I have a master's degree. I said, did you become a master? Look. That education, that is one. All I said, what if you could take my kids, position something, and help them to take this way, right? Plan A people are comfortable right now, you're going to get uncomfortable. I promise you, promise you, I promise you. This is how the line goes. Can you see this?
Yes.
This is where people are walking, right? This is plan B down here, can you see?
Yes.
First, you're going to get into disappointment. I'm going to get into it. Beautifully, watch. You're going to get into disappointment, but the curve is going to take, but your trajectory will be totally different.
Yes.
How many of you want to go with that one?
Oh, yes.
I need only 10 hands. People who don't raise their hand is fine with me. Right? Here. So, how do I go talk to approach people and what do I do? Okay? Ready? I'm not excited with your filings, website and everything. We have an amazing, super duper website. But this is what I do. I always want to know, I become a doctor first before I talk. What does a doctor do? No. Doctor keeps quiet and you keep talking all your pain and stuff. You only ask questions. Does it this hurt or this hurt? And you're showing the whole body from top to bottom, everything hurts, right? But what does a doctor do is they prescribe one medication. You understand? So what we do, this is what I do every day. Every day. We find a person, we find out what do they need. See, some people might have a headache. Some people some people have a knee pain, right? Some people have diabetes. All I have to figure out is what they need, and I give the one sample in the hand. I'll tell you how the sample will convert to money.
Yes.
I don't tell them anything else. Are you following me? Most of them, in the beginning when I joined, this is what I used to do. I used to vomit, throw up everything on the website. Person has a headache, I'll be offering ID card. Person has a headache, I'm giving them credit, karma credit, whatever, right? I'm offering all the stuff because I am excited, but my customer is not. So my customer is a patient. If I give them what they want, they're willing to take it. So imagine this one. You have to keep this. Every person you see up here on this row, they are not the same. Every single person. This is how people's minds are. People mind, right? People mind is like, like United States, you have many homes, correct? A lot of homes, correct? You own a home? Do you own a home? Do you have keys for your house? Can you go unlock her door? Right? Can you unlock anyone's door in this audience? Why is that? You have a unique key, right? So everybody has a house with a unique key, right? So every person has a unique brain. You need to know the key. 5 links is not the key. You understand? If you know what the people want, they open the door for you, then you can talk to them. If God, in 60 seconds, I can pick a person. You understand?
Yes.
Once they like the product, once they take the product, they like it, they come back to you. If they don't want to get it, I just give them a free sample. I know it costed money for me, right?
Yes.
But how many of you like a free sample?
Yes.
Without sampling, nothing works.
That's right.
You understand? So some people sell it, or you do whatever you want. Here, this one paint jar, I can go with 10 to 50 people. I will convert at least 10% rule. 5 people will be my customer. One jar.
That's right.
How much is the profit you make on one jar? Come on, guys. So this is what I do. See this? This is what I call my prospect. One is an IMR there,
Yes.
right? One is an executive trainer there, executive director, national director, senior vice president, right? They know everything, correct? Right? I don't let any one of them to train the person below me. It's like a graduate training a high school person how to do calculus. You follow me?
Yes.
It's very easy. It's very simple. I just have to know what size his shirt is. Is large, extra large, small? That's all I need to know. I can't put everybody the same shirt. They won't like it. The one thing, if I know what one person wants, then I figure it out and we offer them. Here's an example. I went to, like we built a Hawaii team. How many of you know that?
Yes.
Yes.
We have the Hawaiians in the room. Aloha. Come on, speak to the story, right? Do you know the story how I got it?
No.
Tell us, please.
One night, I get a phone call. 3 in the morning. I've been praying to God all the time. The Filipino community was the one who raised me. They were my mentors, I promise. But something happened, You have something happen, right? It always happens, right? But they do not know I do not worship idols. Sorry. I don't. No matter how great you are, I follow my scripture. I know my God. I don't worship idols. Sorry. Okay? But I was praying to God, somewhere somebody has to stand up. So I get this phone call, 3 in the morning, early morning. I wonder whose this call is coming from. And it was an IMR. She's an IMR. She's been in the business for 5 years. 5 years. Nobody wanted to go, nobody wanted to do. So she was so excited. Where's Leah? Son? Right in the back. There we go. Right? She calls me 3 o'clock in the morning and she says, "Oh, platinum, my mentor is going to sign back. My mentor wants to talk to you." 3 in the morning. She doesn't know California and Hawaii time. It's 12 at night for them. It's 3 in the morning for me. Just imagine talking to a girl at 3 o'clock in the morning. What my wife will go. Yes, then she puts the person on the phone on the other line. I've never seen her before. She's seen me. I've never seen her before. And she puts on the line and she wants to talk to you now. You got it? See, you will never know when God gives an opportunity. You will never know when the phone is going to ring. You will never know, right? You just have to answer it. I didn't ask for it. I'm not standing here because of me. I'm standing here because of a lot of people like you guys.
Amen.
So the call when I picked up, this girl on the other line tells me, "Hello sir, how are you sir?" "Yes sir." "Sir, I went to this, I had fell down in the Target, Walmart, and my back was paining. I went to this person, and they said they put this CBD cream. It worked. So I immediately found out my friend was posting CBD all the time on Facebook. So she said, why not call her? So she called her, she gave it, and she said it works. And she tried it on her daughter. For asthma, it worked for her. So she said, are you willing to fly to Hawaii? I'll get in the business.
Oh, yes.
The flight ticket is $800. The sign-up fee is $249. Maximum you go is $400, right? But my flight ticket is around $800, and the person who's going to sign up is going to tell me she's going to bill or not, I don't know. Are you following me?
Yes.
I said, how serious are you if I fly out? This conversation is going from 3:30 to 4 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So 4 o'clock in the morning, I get up and I go, so what's your name? She said, my name is Helen Boramia. She says it in a tough way, Boramia. I started going, okay, fine. What are you looking for? Money or many? She answered me only one thing. She said, many. Sir, I was in 5 Links in 2014, and the pay period worked. I saw a lot of Filipinos were misguided or something like that. So would you like to come and work with me? I said, I'll book my flight ticket. She said, right now you book your ticket. That's what she said. You book your ticket right now. Ask them that. Here. So I booked the ticket, then I told my wife. You know how that goes, right? I know Nicole knows how it goes on. Right? So I told my wife looks at it, I jumped into, so there it goes, I go get out from the airport, tired, sweaty, right? Hawaii is good for 3 days, not for 30 days. Promise you. So I got down there, from the airport, they took me for the first presentation.
Yes.
From the airport. Then they took me for the second presentation at 9:30. So before that, I sent a lot of products to them, a lot. Nelson personally shipped out products to me. Mr. Larry Harper shipped out products personally to me. It was more than $12,000 worth of products gone because Larry said, he sent it, you can sell it.
Yes.
I said, keep it, it's an inventory. You're not losing the money, I promise you will not lose the money. Be on auto shipment. So we sent the product first, then I cannot go empty-handed.
No.
Are you following me? So when I go landed there, and they said, this is what they did. Do you have pain? Try it. So they take it, and you tried it. And for positive people it works, for negative people it does not work. Say brain, say bottle, Dr. Oz, right? And that's how it works. The bottle knows positive people and negative people. Okay? So I go to the next person they gave, right? So the person likes it, they give it, then they talk to them, hey, you want to get it for a higher price or cheaper price? They say cheaper price, they give it, right? So the third person I'm meeting at 11:30 that night. They won't give up. The nurse has finished a 12-hour shift. She's there at 10 o'clock at the night in the house waiting for us. We're already late. 10:30 we go there. This is what they do. She's tired, right? I go there. So do you have any problem? Like what do you, any one of them, right? We have to pick that one point, remember? We don't sell anything. We just ask what they need, right? So she said, I find hard to sleep. Right? You know what this? You're laughing? Are you serious? Are you serious? This is what they did. I'm tired, I'm sleepy too. So her husband gives me a blast cap. He's shaking. I'm tired, right? He's shaking the blast cap. We can take this, right? So that's her husband, right? And Grace in the back, right? So they go, this lady tells her, I'm having hard times to sleep. So she takes, open your mouth, and put the sleep spray. God has made the sleep spray.
Yes.
I said, how are you going to do the presentation? She's going to sleep. So the girl who put the sleep spray was her first day, 2014 CBD, that's none other than Helen Boromeo. sleep spray. That's a sleep spray. Right? Any person we went, we did. But here's what. Plan A, plan B. Okay? Let me jump back. Too much fun doesn't grow, right? This is how people are. The representative and your team is like this. They're kids. They're kids. You cannot put an apple on a peach tree. Somebody wants to build an article, oh, there's an ET and all this. It will fall apart.
That's right.
You can do any duplicate you want. If I know the double platinum Ian Chebe is in the room.
Yes, right.
Oh, brother, thank you, bro.
Yes.
One of his presentation on a main stage when I was sitting like you guys, he said, do not take the shortcut, it will catch up with you.
That's right.
That's one thing I still have it in my mind. So I said, I will not do it, right? They have to grow by themselves. Don't waste time. If they're not growing, they're going to show you somebody. Move forward. Okay? Here's why. Why is our CBD the best? Did you guys go check the ABC News 7 News? 100 plus CBDs or unregulated CBD are blamed for positive for drug tests. Okay, got it? There are 50 plus falsely claimed THC free. Okay? You know what's so special about our CBD? I'll tell you why it's so special about it. From here, if you go around here, we have all this regulation what they show you every batch double and triple tested 0.0%. There's no such thing as 0.0%. It's 0.3% or less. Yeah? It on the drug testing, it will not work. Are you following me? Guess what? There's a CBD origin. Thank you to somebody's website. There's only 3 kinds of CBD: full spectrum, broad spectrum, and isolate. What we are dealing with is called isolate. Isolate is the purest form of CBD. You can give it to anybody they want. You're free, I promise you. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
The full spectrum sounds good, like Verizon Fios, it sounds good. People buy full spectrum, so they think fully they get cured. No, it's THC. Drug testing, you get positive on a full spectrum. So you can tell anybody, if you have any government job, any job, nursing job, or cop job, don't take full spectrum because you might lose the job. Okay? Then there's a broad spectrum, which you are going to have a shock of it. The broad spectrum are one of them, which contains all the CBD, the CBG, whatever is there, everything it contains, but this is also THC free. 2 of them THC free, okay? The isolate is the purest form, then you have the broad spectrum, right? I guess with me.
Yes.
Here we go. Okay, here's what. You get this right, everything will be right. How many of you know you have money in the bank?
Yes.
I see a lot of hands. Okay. Do you know how much a bank pays you? I'm seriously asking a serious question. Do you know how much your bank pays you for your money? Then why are you keeping the money in the bank? Money is supposed to make babies. You know the ladies that hide some money in the house, like my wife does it. I do not know about you guys. My wife hides money. You guys do this? Oh, seriously? I have to warn all the husbands here. Okay. So here, watch this. An average of, if you have $100,000 in the bank, you are going to get $600 for 5 years. Oh yeah. You guys didn't know that? $100 will give you 0.06%. Then you have to keep breaking the pennies. That's the truth. Right? Guess what? A CD when it comes 7% average, right? Or finally with the 401k, whatever you do is not. So I broke it down for you guys so you get it. So $600 in 5 years is $120 for 1 year. And per month, you get paid $10 for $100,000. Sarah, how much you get paid? Okay. You guys follow me? So if you have a CD fix, it's like 5 years, $2,270. Still you get paid for $100,000. You only get paid $189 per month. If you have $100,000, if you have, you're good enough. This is what you're going to get paid. Okay? Ready?
Yes.
How many of you wish you had this money in the bank? Not right? Here's the math. J. Paul Getty said this: 1% of 100 people is much better than 100% of my own effort. You guys have it on your website and you go through it. I do not know how much you sink in it.
Yes.
Get it? I don't want $100 from each one of you. I need $10 or $1 from 100 people.
That's right.
Math is the same.
That's right.
I guess the many versus the money. You getting my point where I'm coming to, right?
Yes.
Here's the paint jar. Where's the paint jar? Here's the jar. This small bottle costs $170, $69.99. On a wholesale, you can get 2 of this. Are you following me?
Yes. Yes.
This can give you around $20 per jar.
Yes.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
So here's the math. Just imagine, go for the customers. Don't not go for business partner. There's a trick. There's a trick. I go for a customer, then I convert her into a business partner.
That's right.
Within 45, people ask us, Helen, what do they ask? How long does the presentation last? How long will it take for you to do a presentation? What do you say? Dr. Art, 20 minutes? If anybody asks how long is the presentation, we just say 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then we talk for 2 hours. Serious. You asked me, I said 20 minutes. Somebody asked me, can you do a presentation in 1 minute? I said, do you have pain? 1 minute, guys. I don't want to set up the stuff, right? Here's what. If you have 5 people in the bank, right? How much? $100, not 100,000, guys. If you have 5 people, if you have 5 people paying you $20, how much you get paid? Share of sample, $100, right?
Yes.
You just have to put in, invest. You're not spending. Go on the auto shipment, I promise you. This jar is still $100 for me.
That's right.
My money just transformed into a jar of bottle. It's not in the bank, it's in my house bank.
Yes.
This is money. What you see as a product is not. It's the multi-million-dollar
Yes.
bottle in my house. It's money. Once if this one goes off from my hand, it makes babies. 20 bucks on each jar. It can go up to $35 on each jar. I go for $35 on each jar. 50%. So I buy 24 jars of this one, I knock off my 25 points, and I sample only 1 jar for everybody, and I have get my customers. So they buy it this month, they buy it next month, they buy the 3rd month. I said, do you want to get for cheaper price? They said yes. Just become a business partner.
That's right.
I don't force the whole website. No, there's too overwhelming, there's too much, right? So what I do, when I went back and I said, what is suppose this fight? This is a customer base, right? What is suppose it grows? Can you see this? How about an extra 2,500? How about you get an extra $1,000 that you can pay for your mortgage?
That's right.
Will it help?
Yes.
People will not lose a job or lose the house. You know, you see the board on the signboard like it's an open house. That means somebody is losing the home because the plan A did not work. Keep a plan B, right? But when I saw these numbers, this is where I went. This is somehow the residual incomes work. Even at 25 customer points, each one, you're benefited. This is simply the money we are talking about. If you go down, just imagine an extra additional money. This is what they showed me. All the platinums and all the double platinums, I was broke, I was sitting on stuff. You don't show me $100,000, it's like a chocolate in front of a kid. That's me. I'm a wife. My kids right here. He was 11, he was 9 years old when I started. Look at them, they've grown. My business is also grown. I am not kidding. My business grew as my children grew. Do not expect to become a millionaire tomorrow. Think about God, how God created. God created even a baby to come out of the stomach. It takes 9 months. Are you following me? So here's the best one I'll tell you. My personal experience, what do I do back home? You guys will not even possibly imagine what I can do back home. I work with people. People with integrity is more important than the product itself. I promise you. We had great products, we had great leaders, because if something goes wrong, everything falls apart. So here, no matter how you look at it, people and products lead to profit. True? But the person behind the product is more important than the business itself. I saw him in Las Vegas. This is what I do for my living. Back home, any business comes, back home, any business I do, we have these people. We do multi-million-dollar, my wife knows. We cash and carry. Those days, 12 years ago, we have to give cash, not check. So integrity and the people you work with makes you real money. This is where, when I saw him in Las Vegas, he told me one thing. He said, you're going to be rich. Just you have to work hard. Are you following me? So I took his advice. I said, when all the people are running on one side, my faith was running on his side. Guess what happened? Here. I had to challenge 17 people. The only clue I had was the girl I was signed up under. Her name is Platinum Senior Vice President Crystal Cadiz and Jane Figueroa. Stand up. They worked. So I've seen from day one. I've seen them from IMR. They worked so hard, and something happened. Everybody ran on one side. They did not. I know she's a small girl. She's young. I'm younger than her, just in case. Right? But there's nothing wrong to listening to a person who's young. If they know something, please learn. Her mom, Alma Cadiz, is here somewhere. Her mom, Senior Vice President Alma Cadiz, Gold Senior Vice President, she's there. She put to force her daughter to put in the business, right? Guess what? The entire organization is standing under the daughter. Can you believe it? Right? The one opportunity, right? So guess what? Those who join you later are the ropes that pull you up. The people who leave you in the beginning are the chains falling down. 17 of them challenged me. You bet you are not in my country. My God. 17 of them pulled me down, dragged me down. We ate food together. Cooked in one house. We were sitting all together, and I never knew they were going to backstab. If you're watching this, I have DKR. Yes. My address is 4794 Brookside Avenue. Come and try me. You have that guts. You try it. People think we will run over a chicken egg. No, I don't. People ask me sometimes, is the eagle good or the chicken is good? I said chicken is good for the body, eagle is good for the mindset. That's all I think, right? So here's what. These are the 3 things I want you to master. You got the wealth trend is 29 years. You got it. Yes. There's going to have a wealth shift. You have online business, you have an amazing product. It makes monies. Your money should make babies. Not sitting in one place. See, you put it in the bank makes more money out of your own money. Okay? So here's why. This is what I'm specialist in. Gossipers, negativity, and naysayers. I am the boss of this. Because I've seen a lot of it from back home. So what I do is, how many of you know, you walk into a room, somebody looks at you from up to down, they already scale you're a bad person.
That's true. Oh, that's true. Oh, yes.
People do not even know me, look up to down, because they think I'm a bad person, that I something I did. No, it was a gossiper.
That's right. True, sir.
There are gossipers in every one of you. It can be a family member. Believe me. It can be anybody in your place, but they are the ones who's going to pull it out. Don't think your mother, father, somebody does not join you in the business. It does not mean that they're bad people. No, they're all good people. But God has a different purpose. God has a different purpose for you. You are here to change people's life. You're going to help yourself, help your family who did not send them. They are not wrong. Be nice to them. Do not get mad with them. Please. They can be a customer one day. So every single time when I knocked down was a gossiper. True. The gossipers are everywhere.
Yes.
I go and as people go tell somebody that I'm the bad person, even though I do everything right. See, you know the nail, what they hit on the wood, the nail?
Yes.
If the nail is bent, nobody will hit it. The nail is straight, people hit you.
That's right.
Honesty, integrity will always win no matter what.
Yes, sir.
But it's only, it takes time, you have to wait.
That's right.
See, here's what. When you ask God for a blessing, right? When you ask God for a gift, maybe a new home, maybe you want a retirement plan, something you ask, right? God gives the gift as soon as you ask. Okay? But He gives the blessing along with it. So when you ask God, you have to wait too. The reason because if He gives it to you immediately, you do not know how to handle it. You get? You don't know how to handle it. The blessing is, you have to take a route which is called a painful route with the gossipers, with the naysayers. You have to take the painful route. Why? If you're worshipping a God with pain, who went through pain, and you don't want to go through pain, are you serious? You worship Him with faith, who went through the pain, and you guys don't want to get through the pain. So I knew if I walk through the pain side, the opposite side is I'm always benefited. God's word, not mine. He showed it to us. I do. So this is how your journey is going to look like. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
This is the best part of the entire presentation. All right, son? Yes, son? Well, give a big hand to my son. He's the one who put it all together. Well, son, you told me not to tell this in front of the people. And please tell them. My son is like 17, but he's too much into God, and you tell me, don't say this, dad, it's wrong, it's right, like all this stuff. But I want to tell it, right? So we have enough. I'll tell you something, it's okay. Close your ears. You know how these kids are these days, right? So I have one on the younger one on the other side. He has the signs and all the stuff. They talk. So I'm sitting on the couch relaxed. And see, the network marketing has given me so much of experience, right? All the naysayers, the gossipers, right? So I'm sitting on the stage. This is what they have said. Dad, does the Bible say we came from Adam or from the ape? Which one? Adam, right? Or ape, right? I'm a father, I have to give an answer.
That's right.
And it's a difficult question, right? But it's an easy one, I said. So, but they say, like I said, maybe those days salon was not there, like maybe Adam was having beard and stuff, we look differently, maybe. Right? But I told him one thing, I told them the experience of one thing. I said, son, however the school teaches you whatever you do, whether it's an Adam or an ape, please don't become a monkey. Don't jump. Stay. Right?
Yeah.
So here's what. You start as an IMR, this is where the journey goes, right? Then you get to ET, you're excited, right? Two people, right? From this is the actual journey and you'll get it there, right? From ET you go up, you become an executive director, you're walking with all this stuff and waving out the hand, right? Then you have a downfall. You become an IMR. For some reason, somebody will lose the points. This is the actual ride you're going to take. It's called the roller coaster. Okay? Don't give up. I know. Most of, how many of you? I was grace period throughout the practice. You look, I'm grace period. I'm okay, I'm not okay. I'm good, I'm not good, right? Right? Here. So, then suddenly some leader came up, then I became a national director. That's right? I'm all happy, right? Then straight from there went to ED. Because the points dropped. I have to beg somebody, please buy 2 points. I'm going to need the position, and they will not answer the call. The other one says she doesn't have the PDN, $49.99. Why are they taking $49.99? I said I told you in the presentation, right? But here's go. From ED goes up, you become ND back again. Woo, right? From ND, I'm on grace period. This is your journey. This is your journey. Believe me, this is really emotionally painful. It will happen. Take my words for it. This is going to happen, but stay in the game. Stay in the game. Believe me. From grace period, you go up to senior vice president. You get all the medals and stuff, the shiny stuff, and you walk the stage, you come. People, that's the actual starting stage.
That's right.
After all this journey. Right? But this senior vice president is a position I want each and every one of you, no matter where you are, by next time when I see you, I want you guys in that position. Points fell off, leaders quit. True story. It's my senior vice president, Barbara Amajoy, in the room. Hi Diamond, how are you? She's a senior vice president from my team. And I won't be standing here for the entire team, but especially she is a leader who mentors me spiritually and stays back. When we fell down from this part, from senior vice president from here, we fell down crashing. Bruises all over the place. It was like painful, emotionally painful, tears, crying. So 3 people spoke to me that day in Atlanta. One I have to give it to Diamond Tupac Derick, if I remember. Diamond Tupac Derick. He's the one who told me, stay the game.
Yes.
Stay the game. Then Barbara Amajoy said, senior vice president, she said, let's build it. God said, let's build it. Only 3 people were left. Cynthia, Derick, and Barbara, CBD. See, Cynthia, Barbara, and Derick, that's why I call CBD group. They said one person can change the organization. How I took over the game. It's theirs now. See, success is finding your successor. Success is finding your successor. Entrepreneur is a person, entrepreneurship is a process. Okay, there we go. GSVP, politics, then platinum. True? The entire team has a polity. They say this is good, that is bad. You just keep going. Get it? When it comes to you, tell me, oh, I know Derick said this. When you fall down from your any position, say Derick said this. All you have to figure out is $100. Buy the jar, it can pay you $40. Your money did not go nowhere. It just came from the bank to your house. It's still money, but you can see it in a different form.
Yes.
Go on auto shipment. What happens? Nobody buys the first month. It's okay. The next month auto shipment product will come. Keep it. Because you are actually investing, products gets accumulated. That means $40 is going to become 80. But one day, 2 or 3 months, it's going to go out of your hand. The money will come with babies. So all my team have auto shipment. You think that you're spending all, they're taking out the product is coming, nobody's buying it. Just do it. It's your money, and you will see how the money comes, right? So here's what. The last one is like all these people you say, like, don't go for A. The difference between a plan A and plan B. Plan A, you have to get an A plus. Do you tell your kids to get an A plus? Here's what I'll teach you today, plan B. Go get an F. Fail. How hard is it for you guys to go fail, man? I'm not asking you to get an A plus. I'm not asking you to get a B plus. I'm not asking you to get a C plus. Go get an F. It's easy. Ask her. She says no. The next. Keep your mindset to fail. F is the one who's going to get you to the level what you need. How hard? I'm not asking you to win. I'm not asking you to sign up. I'm not asking you to buy a product. No. Go get the Fs. By the time you're done with the Fs, you're platinum. I'm done with my presentation. This is from the greatest one from my land, Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi. He says, first they ignore you, then they will laugh at you, and then they fight you. The last one you win. 5 years has gone through the first part, 5 years has been through the second part, Filings finished the third part. Here we are, the international event. Watch what happens tomorrow. Your mind will be blown away. I'm Captain Senior Vice President.